Old age. It's inevitable. Eventually we all have to begin aging. We start off so fast and continue at full speed. We live our lives each day on the edge of our seats, hardly ever taking enough time to look back. Until one day we finally slow down. We look back to see how healthy we once were, and we wish we were there again.
Most prevalent chronic diseases are hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. 40% of elderly people alive have at least one of these chronic diseases.
One of the diseases frequently seen in the elderly is hypertension, or high blood pressure. This disease is deadly over time. After a while, high blood pressure damages the heart and kidneys. Other effects of this disease are increased risk of stroke, aneurysms, and heart attack. Hypertension tends to go unnoticed because of its lack of symptoms. Also, for this reason, this disease goes untreated or undertreated. Hypertension is more common as one grows older. Over 50% of people over 65 have it. There are a few different types of hypertension. Some include SBP, DBP, and orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic hypotension is a huge drop in blood pressure as one stands up, causing fainting and dizziness.
Diabetes with the elderly, there could be a lack of physical strength, wounds not healing fast, repeated infections, high blood pressure and low blood pressure. These problems can be controlled by keeping blood sugar up and controlled with a regular exercise. Type 2 diabetes is detected in patients usually between 40 and 70 years to age. Elderly people are often more frail and susceptible to illnesses. Exercise and adapting to a diet can be more difficult. Problems may include undiagnosed depression, social issues, limited daily means, and coaxing health problems. Some drugs may be less suitable for elderly people.
Another chronic disease seen in the elderly is arthritis. This is an inflammation of the joints and it commonly affects weight-bearing joints such as hips, knees, hands, and spine. These joints are particularly common areas of swelling, aches, and pains. The pain is caused by the deterioration of cartilage and underlying bone. Arthritis is more common in the elderly because the cartilage has been worn down from prolonged activity of the joints and the pressure placed on them. In the beginning stages of arthritis, pain occurs when the joint is put to use. In later stages, pain may be felt at periods of rest.
Physical strength declines about 1% per year after the age of 30. Even though most people over the age of 65 consider themselves of good health, the majority of that group of people are obese.
Aging process in the inner ear causes a loss of the ability to hear with high-pitched sounds, such as the telephone ringing. It should be a matter of concern at the point where you can't hear a telephone ring in a quiet house. One of the ways hearing is commonly lost is wax buildup. An easy way to solve the problem: as we age, wax buildup becomes harder and drier, increasing likelihood of wax plug. A doctor can remove the wax with a syringe. If the cause is not as easy as an earwax, then the person may become deaf. A lot of old people wear hearing aids to amplify the sounds, but they amplify some sounds more than others.
During the period of old age, muscle mass declines, cartilage erodes, and fluids thicken. These contribute to stiffness, gait problems, lessened mobility, and a limited range of motion. Beginning around the age of 30 years old, muscle mass will continue to decline almost 50% by old age. Research shows that weight-bearing exercise, aerobics, can restore muscle strength, increase stamina, and help stabilize balance.
As we grow older, our eyesight changes. Some of the problems the elderly experience are decrease in sharpness of vision, less of an ability to focus on objects at a distance, decrease in ability to discriminate between certain colors, lower ability for eyes to function at low light levels and adapt to dark, decrease in ability to judge distances, and less of an ability to adapt to glare. Some diseases of the eyes that affect the elderly are macular degeneration, glaucoma, and cataracts. Macular degeneration is a disease where the central part of the retina begins to fail. The loss of this part of the eye's sight is very serious and may cause complete blindness. Glaucoma is a disease where the pressure of the fluid inside the eyeball decreases to such a degree that it changes the nerve fibers, which detect light. The symptoms aren't obvious at the first stages. Most people don't notice until it's quite far advanced. If it is diagnosed early enough, it can be treated.
The quality of healthcare remains largely inferior to that of the general population. The reasons are numerous. Elderly and lower socioeconomic classes tend not to take good care of themselves and seek out treatment when they need it. Most doctors prefer a younger patient with more serious injuries than an elderly patient with more chronic injuries. 1 million old people are no longer able to take care of themselves. This means that they must be put into a nursing home. Only 15% of elderly females and 25% of elderly males live in nursing homes. Most nursing homes have inadequate facilities and more and more people reach adulthood, causing themselves to go into nursing homes.
It's time for some bloopers, everybody. Ah.
Redo it.
What?
What are you doing?
Redo it.
Stop it. Just stop.
What are you doing?
No, she's laughing. Okay.
Okay, I stopped it.
Okay. Now go.
I don't know if I stopped it. How do you?
It says record with a little circle.
Well, turn it off, and then we can start it again.
Oh, okay. Did you start? Come on, Jay.
One of the diseases frequently seen in the elderly is hypertension or high blood pressure. This disease is
I can't tell if you're ready or not.
I'm ready. I'm recording.
Okay.
Well, this is just gonna be a blooper now, so just laugh.
And also,
You have horns.
I have. Will you do that, please?